Well, here is my homemade tool collection. All these tools were made by me, um, and they all get used daily. Um, some are tools that were bought from Tandy and reconditioned to look better and last as long as I can get out of them. For instance, these tools here are all Tandy leather tools that I have taken apart from the cheap handles that come on them, like this, and buffed them out, sharpened them to razor sharp, and I've used white and black ebony on them, and they're beautiful, and they probably will last me as long that I'm doing leather work. So I'm very happy with them. I'm very happy with how they came out. One of my favorite is my Soinol. It is Purple Heart, turned by me. All the ferrules are I make them also. Stitch and Groover. My little stylist here. Nothing about the stylist. To me, nothing is trash. Nothing gets thrown away, in my opinion. You take everything and use it to its fullest. This was a piece of scrap Coca-Cola that I had laying around that was going to be trash, and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn something and make me a little stylus to make something with it. Why waste it? So that's what I did. All these, I use them daily when I'm doing my leather work, and all of them set here in this beautiful display of my tools that I use that I made out of some 6x12s. Everything was drawn out by me and drilled, and this is what I have. Everything here is in front of me that I need. So, like I said, if you can do it, you know. I'm not here just trying to sell my stuff and make money. If you can make a swivel knife better than me, if you can make tools better than me, do it. Why waste money and buy it? If you can do it, do it. And that's what my determination was to, if I couldn't afford it, I could make it, you know, or vice versa. For instance, this maul here. This maul here, I've had it for a while, and it is heavy. This is black. This is African blackwood, which is the top of the maul. This is pink ivory, another exotic wood, which is, they're both very hard woods. And here is the Tandy Stolman that started it all for me. I still use it, you know. It's wore out almost, and it's still good. I like mine though, because I made it. My modeling tools, all made by me. These actually were the first tools I ever made, because I couldn't really afford a lot of modeling tools. So I said, you know what, maybe I can make them, and that's what I did. You know, I made them, and they get used. Not the most beautiful thing in the world, but they're mine, and I made them. And you gotta take pride in things that you make. You know, my knives. These are actually were my first knives. These are just cheapo, modified steak knives from the store. They're stainless steel. They work great. They've got the job done for me. They skive. You know, this is like a 99-cent steak knife from a resale shop, you know? It's just, it works. It does its thing, you know? I had it forever. Here's another one. Cheapo. Modified with a Purple Heart handle. And it skies the same. You know? You put an edge on it, keep it right. You know, it serves its purpose. Then I wanted to make nicer ones, so I started turning. This is what actually was my first, what I consider my first quality piece that I ever made. And it works. You know? It serves its purpose. The years progressed, I wanted the bigger one. I wanted to make a one that I can actually, you know, cut into leather with. So I did. And this is my everyday ugly workaholic knife, you know, that I have laying around. I never wanted it to be pretty. I just wanted it to work. And it does. And it's very sharp, and I'm happy with it. And this is thick leather. It's a little less show that we're not using some thin leather, you know. And awls. I love making awls because they're fun, and there's so many uses for an awl. And, you know, I love it. Especially when you put beautiful exotic wood on it, you know. And copper. I'm a big copper fan. I love copper. Brass is okay. Don't get me wrong. Brass is beautiful. But I love copper. And they're always, I try to use it in all my tools, my ferrule tools. Here's another one in my everyday, you know, scratch awl. Olive wood. Great, beautiful things. I also make regular little knives also too. Great little hobby to have. They always come in handy. And then burnishers. You never can have enough, it seems like. I mean, it just, you never can have enough. You know, I make these too. And I've basically kept myself from spending a lot of money. So anyone who wants to make tools, I encourage you, make them. You know, make you some tools. Make you swivel knives. Make you whatever you can make you. And I'm not saying don't buy tools from people, because, you know, people need a living to make money too. But it's and if you, I collect tools, so I buy tools. You know, I buy Barry King, I buy Stoneman, I buy Tandy, I buy Kraft. You know, Midas. You know, I buy a lot of tools, and I love them all. But, you know, if you can make it, I encourage you, make it. If you're making leather, learn to make your own tools too. It's a great hobby, and it's a very fulfilling thing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all.